So welcome everybody. Today I am going to teach you how to install Android Studio on Windows 7. Android Studio is an environment that helps us in developing Android apps. And along with the installation of Android Studio, we need two more prerequisites. That is the Java development kit and the standard development kit, that is the SDK, which is used for developing the apps. So the first step is downloading the Java development kit. As you can see here, you can download it from the official website, and the link for the download will be placed in the description. Depending upon whether your system is 32-bit or 64-bit, you can download the appropriate version. Then the next step is downloading the SDK manager. SDK manager is available on, again, the official website of Android developers. The link is placed in the description. The next step is downloading Android Studio. Now this is something which requires a little bit of contemplation. The latest version is 0.8.14, as you can see here, and the version before that is 0.8.6. Now 0.8.6, though it is an older version, it is more stable and it is more, you can say, accurate, as it does not give that many errors as the latest version. So I would suggest downloading 0.8.6 rather than 0.8.14. After you have downloaded this, the next step is creating a Java variable. For that, we go to computer, right click and go to properties, go to change settings, go to advanced tab and select environment variables. Here we are going to create, as you can already see, I have a variable here and I'll show you how to create it by deleting this one. We go to new and type the name Java. It has to be in caps, Java underscore home. And then we are going to paste the directory where we have Java installed. We can go to the program files, go to Java, and this is going to be the folder where we have Java installed. We press OK, OK, OK. So after you are through with the downloading and installation of Java development kit and standard development kit, the next step that we have here is downloading the packages from this SDK manager. So we are going to open the SDK manager here. Now it's a very important step because 90% of the errors which are encountered while installing the Android Studio is due to the SDK packages. So this step has to be done with a lot of care, and that is why I would suggest you to mark all the packages along with me. So the first package that we are going to download here is Android SDK Tools 23.0.5, Platform Tools for Android version 21, Build Tools for Android version 21, and lastly we are going to download Build Tools for APK level 19. Then we are going to move to Android 5.0. We are going to download the SDK platform. Then we are going to download the Intel x86 Atom system image. Then I'm going to come to 4.4.2, Android 4.4.2, that is the version for which we are developing. This is our target SDK. For this, I'm going to select the SDK platform, Intel x86 Atom system image, Google API's 86 Atom system image, and then I'm going to come to extras. Here I'm going to select Android support repository, Android library, support library, and lastly I'm going to select HAXM installer. Then I'm going to click on install these packages. Now it says install 4 packages because I have installed most of them. So once you click on the install packages, you have to accept the license agreement and click on install. The packages will get downloaded and they will be installed automatically. They don't have to be manually installed. So since I already have all these packages installed, I'm simply going to click on cancel, and I'm going to open the Android Studio. Now once we open the Android Studio for the first time, we have to create a new project. So I will go on file and click on new project. The name of the app that I'm going to give in this case is Sunshine. Now as you already know that there are several tutorials which are available online for Android app development. One such tutorial is offered by udacity.com. Now, Sunshine is a test app basically that has been developed by people from Udacity. And this app, when it runs, it displays a message, hello world, on the screen. So it is a test app just to test whether your Android Studio is working correctly or not. So I'm going to give it the name Sunshine. I'll say Sunshine 2 because I already have one of these apps running, so I have to give it a different name. In front of the package name, I will write .app. Click on next. I'm going to select Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich as my target SDK. It should not be lower than this, otherwise there'll be several errors that might come into picture. I'll click on next. We are supposed to select an activity depending upon our need. I'm going to select blank activity with fragment. I click on next, and then we are just this is the screen which allows us to edit different names. It allows us to set activity name, layout name, fragment layout name, and title. Nothing to see here as such. So if you are doing this for the first time, if you are setting up your project for the first time, you have to click now on finish and your new project will be started. Since I've already set up my new project, I'm instead going to click on cancel. So this is my new project which is running. As soon as you open Android Studio, the Gradle is going to start synchronizing with your project. So since I just developed the new project, I'm going to click on sync now. Now, Gradle errors are the most common errors which are encountered in Android Studio. Now, the Gradle errors are extremely random in the sense that these errors might turn up in some systems, they might not turn up in some systems, and the reason why these errors turn up is that this Android Studio, as you can see, is the beta version. It's still under development, and definitely there are certain bugs that do come into the system. These errors, most of them have no explanation whatsoever, but definitely they have error fixes as well. So let's see if our Gradle project sync completes successfully. So as you can see, there is an error which it is displaying as of yet. It has failed to find a support file. So in order to correct this error, what we are going to do is that there is an error in this line of the code. In order to make this error go away, we are going to remove this version 21.1.1 and instead we are going to enter our target SDK version. Our target SDK version, as you can see right here, is 19. So after this V7, I'm going to write down 19 plus. And then I'll try again and let's see if this works now. And while this is compiling, I would like to tell you that your minimum API version should not go below 14, because if it goes below API level 14, then there will be resource errors that will come up. And in order to avoid those errors, I would suggest you that your minimum SDK version should be 14. Minimum SDK version should be 14. It is recommended that you should have it. The minimum SDK version is recommended to be set as 16. But even 14 will work. So as you can see here, the Gradle build has finished successfully and the error has gone away. So this error can be fixed by replacing your build tools version. We had 21.1.1 here before. We can replace that version with our target SDK version. So as you can see, the Gradle build has finished successfully. Now I would like to show you a couple of errors which I encountered previously when I was setting up this software, which I have not encountered in this case. As you can see, as I've already told you, that this is completely random when an error might come or when it might not come. So I encountered these two errors. I have taken their screenshots and I would like to tell you, just in case you encountered these errors, how can you fix them. This is the first error, that it has failed to find a support file. So this can be fixed very easily by clicking on install repository in sync project, and this error will be fixed. Another error which I encountered, which was rather, as you can see, a bunch of errors which I encountered in this case. These all are material errors and they occur due to the theme of the Android Studio. In order to remove all these 101 errors at once, what we do is we go to the Android Studio, we go to fragment underscore main.xml file, we go to the design tab and we change the theme. Now there is a bar here for the theme. You can click on this tab and you can change your theme. Now as soon as the theme changes, you will see that all these errors these 101 errors which you were facing, all these errors will go away. So these were two errors which I faced, which I'm not facing right now. And since I had the screenshots, I told you just in case you face these errors, how you can fix them. Now the next step is running your AVD manager. Now basically AVD is a type of an emulator. It creates a virtual Android phone on your operating system. So as soon as I click on play, I will go on launch emulator and I will create a new emulator in this case. As you can see, it is starting the AVD manager. Now I will go on create in this case. The AVD name can be anything, any device that you like, since Android Studio provides Nexus devices by default. So I'll set my AVD name as Nexus 2. The device I'll choose the device as Nexus 5. The target, as I've already told you, my target SDK is API 1119, that is Android KitKat. The image, I'll choose ARM image as my system image. Now the skin choice completely depends upon you. If you want no skin, you can choose that, or any of the skins can be chosen, whichever you are comfortable with. The next step is setting the memory options, which is very important. Now, RAM of your phone has to be 1/4 of your system RAM. Now, suppose if my RAM is say 2 gigs, then the RAM of my phone will be 1/4 of my system RAM, that is 2 gigs. So 1/4 of 2 gigs is 512. So I will set it at 512 MB. So just in case it happens that your system RAM is supposed 4 gigs, so your RAM will be 1024. Whatever is your system RAM, basically 1/4 of that is going to be the RAM of your phone. So I'm going to click on OK here, and then it is going to show me the progress as to how my Android virtual device is being created. So as you can see, it is a success. I'm going to select Nexus 2 here, and I will start this device, and I will click on launch. Now, as it might take some time, so till then you can do anything you want, maybe do some laundry. So after some time, and maybe after a couple of snacks, as you can see, our Android virtual phone is ready. All we have to do is that we have to run the test app Sunshine, and for that I'll go on the app section. And as you can see, we have different apps here. I'll be selecting the Sunshine app, which was our default app, or the test app, you can say. So as you can see clearly, the message "Hello World" is being displayed, and the virtual mobile is running the app Sunshine. So this has been the video. If there is any query or any doubt, do comment below. And as always, thank you for watching.